A cosmic escapade. The Pestis powers strikes again. Visitors and more. This is ANN! Good day, Aspenia. I am Roy Origami here to present you with this week's news. Starting off with our main story today, last Sunday was the annual Perseids Meteor Shower Night Paddle. In one boat, Ethan, Pauline, and Sarah guide clients down the river. In another boat, Parker and Xander guide the Aspenians and their guests. Xander helped Parker guide a tremendous amount and was invaluable to the raft. He also asked many intelligent questions that made everyone in the boat confident in his ability to do his job well, and made the king and queen feel very glad in their decision to hire him. At Lunch Rock, the clients and Aspenians both enjoyed sausages, treats, and a wonderful campfire. Partway through the night, Princess Willow unveiled her telescope, and a lucky few got to gaze at Venus and the moon. On the float back, many shooting stars were spotted. 'Twas a pleasant evening for all, and all did enjoy. Speaking of night paddles, on Thursday, the raft guides went on their annual night paddling adventure. I would get Flary to ask them about it, but they all had such a blast that none of them can recall a thing. Jokes aside, right before said night paddle, Sarah discovered her affinity for pylons, and is now a known pylon thief. Do you own pylons? Not anymore! The pylon napper strikes again! We will now be going to Harry with his international news segment. What are they doing over there? Take it away, Harry!
Thank you, Robbie. In our first international news story for today, Sherry is deemed the worst sister in the entire world because she ruined my life and it's why I have no friends.
Harry, are you alright? I can't lose another correspondent. My insurance can only take so much.
Nobody can take this segment from me, Robbie. Nobody!
Well then, I suppose we'll be going to Sherry for the international news segment today. Take it away, Sherry!
Thank you, Robbie. A town in Austria laid out hundreds of gold-coloured plastic statues of Mozart for its 270th birthday, and within a few hours, 2 were stolen, then 80, and now 210. I scoured the internet for a good Mozart joke, but I came back empty-banded. So please, just pretend I said something hilarious, and I'll be back next week with a more humorous material. Moving on. The annual Ducky Derby in Chicago has kicked off. They released 90,000 rubber duckies into the Chicago River to raise funds for the Special Olympics. The winner of the Ducky Derby got awarded an SUV and an actual live duck named Quackers McQuackington III. In the final international news story for today, fermenting fish sauce under an old fish sauce factory was finally cleaned out after making the town of St. Mary's, Newfoundland, stink for literal decades. What a fishy situation. It sure would have stunk to be whoever had to clean that up. Those are all the international news stories this week. Nothing else happened. Stop accusing me of cherry-picking news before I pick you up and throw you in the hell pit in Donger. This segment means everything to me. Back to studio.
Thank you, Sherry. The Nazi wasps are at it again. When King Jason tried to move a boat cradle, evil wasps stung his ankle, which has now swelled and is causing him immense pain. Luckily, the wasps were defeated and he was avenged. But our experts believe that these small wasp nests are coming from a bigger wasp mothership deeper in the woods, and that this wasp menace can only be defeated when the mothership is taken down in a cleansing flame! Or something. Ferry Street has been cleared by Duke Jeff of Nowhere, and now there are no more large branches blocking the path. Or, heck, no more giant, full-size trees blocking the path either. Ferry Street is one of many trails that were cleared in a large effort led by the king to make Aspenia more walkable. Ferry Street extends for a few hundred meters, and it is a nice walk for anyone bored with the current amount of trails. To get to Ferry Street, walk down Death Road past Sand's trailer, and when you meet a fork in the road, turn left. Rovers will be staying in Escapade for the next few days, so if you see lots of strange people wandering around, do not panic. It probably isn't an invasion. My mustache! Moving on, Ethan was going down the Badger Chute on a regular commercial trip when he fell out, leaving his clients clueless on what to do. They both barely survived, needing to drink river water and eat granola bars. And, well, when those ran out, desperate times, desperate measures, Grandpa's looking a little chubby. Yeah. Continuing forward, Rafting Newfoundland will have a stand in the Grand Falls Windsor Car Show, which will feature cars, vendors, cars, bouncy castles, and cars! Speaking of cars, everyone's favorite van, Raven, was recently brought to the car repair shop, where it was discovered that if it wasn't brought in that day, one of its wheels would have fallen out, and the other wheel would have had exploding tire syndrome. Goes to show that the squirrels show no mercy with their chaos. We will now be going to Gary with the weather. How's this week's forecast, Gary?
Thank you, Robbie. Monday through Thursday will be rainy with high temperatures fluctuating between 22 and 25, and low temperatures going between 8 and 16. Friday will be sunny with a high 26 and a low of 12. Back to studio.
Wait, that's it? No shenanigans, no chaos, no random screaming at the end? Just the regular old weather set at a normal pace?
Of course. Why would I do anything different?
You're not Gary! You're a squirrel spy, aren't you?
Damn it, you found out!
Release Gary now, you short tree vermin!
Fine! I'm free!
Thank you, Squirrel Gary. In our final story for today, Prince Ben's friend, Allie, has definitely been here all summer. She did not arrive a few days ago, and she has lived here since June. Anyway, she'll be leaving in about a week. So please, make sure you take advantage of the little time you have left with the person you have definitely been spending all summer with. That is all the news we have for today. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you next week on ANN!